Hi guys, this is MegaDragonoid. As you probably can see, we're back to Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright trilogy game on the PS4. We're doing the third of the trilogy. That's the trials and I don't know how to say that word. Somebody correct me, please.
Tribulation.
Thank you. Yeah, that was Justin, guys. He is also with us. He's our strategy guide from this moment forth. Because he did a very good job on the previous one. On that Miles Edgeworth. Objection! So I could help it. And we also have our Myth from Karma with us.
Hello guys, it's just Sira.
I know. I just had to make it a little bit fun. So
We can call you Sira von Karma.
Diamond.
True.
I like that.
But let's start this. Oh, okay. I guess a lot of voice acting for Sira this time.
Ah, how did I get into this mess? It's a.
Wait, is that? Oh, that's me. Why? Why did I do that? Hey, it's none of your business. You are lying! Stop it! Don't you talk about like you... that! Bang.
Don't talk her about like that. You know. Oh, that's a nice shirt.
It was me. I didn't.
Somebody shot him.
I didn't do it.
Did. 5 years earlier, Yafei second trail.
April
11, 9:40 a.m. District Court defended lobby number 3. Hey, we were there with 3 people. That's number 5.
I can't run.
It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh wait, I think it's an old grandpa. Go ahead, bro.
Bro.
Yep, I knew it. It was him.
Mr. Gooseberry, good morning.
Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Gruisberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just I am so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday about a case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see. I mean, of course I have, I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
It's
You're not hanging there, everyone. It's me! I'm back! Only wearing a kind of weird shirt.
Wait. It's me, Phoenix Denny. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia.
I wanted to say, I will give it all I got. Yep, it will be fine. No problem.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something? Mr. Wright?
Actually, it's right. Like flying brothers. People screw it all the time. Yes, I have a cold. This mask is full. Doctor, I want this way. I want to give it to anyone else. But be kind to others, he says.
Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in the court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
Yeah, please let it go on, monsieur. It's
more like a cough. That's right. He is the one on trail, not you. He is the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing.
Have an idea what's going on, bro?
This is like the first time that he and Mia actually met, isn't it?
Yep.
Mia and Mr. Wright.
So we're kind of reliving the past.
The past.
Why is that? I wonder. Like,
remember how we did it with the Miles Edgeworth? Kind of same aspect, but this time it's not like a confused way. Like it first starts somewhere in the present, then back to the past, and then back to the present again.
It's a goal. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. Alright. April 11, 10 a.m. Courtroom number 2.
Yeah, poor old little me.
There's actually a courtroom here nearby.
I didn't know that.
In the big city. Okay, Judge,
Court
go ahead.
is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. He was yours from the beginning. He's yours.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, straight up the perfect voice. Well done.
It's been a while. It's been a while. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him staying there right next to you?
Oh, Santa Claus. Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him all your hottest luck. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Doing.
Well.
Doing.
I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swan. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. It sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime.
Did you see that?
Let's see what.
Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body.
Did you see that? The cable went loose and hit him in the umbrella. That's why he got electrocuted.
Or maybe the umbrella snapped the electric cable. Also a possibility.
Can be possible.
The defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
Yay, crime photo number 1.
Add to the court report.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Really?
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit.
Gentile.
I am a genteel man, if you will.
Yeah, with losing hair. What? Stand up there, Mia. Show him what you made up. Let's show you what I made up!
So yeah, I hear the Sonic music playing in the background.
Oh, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause? Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Ugh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Don't worry.
Now see here.
Ash.
The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record! I think I can see that by pressing the R1 button.
Is that fourth wall breaking? I feel like
Yep.
that's fourth wall breaking.
Sure is.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Date and time of death 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. I knew it. It was a shocker for him. And a shocker for you.
Where's Spider-Man when you need him?
My spider senses are tingling. And it is a shocker.
Right, bro?
Spider-Man somewhere in the corner of the thumbnail. The
No,
Spider-Man
no.
is tickling.
No. You see Peter Parker making photos.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I'll do just that.
Oh, that was gonna be pretty perfect. Like seeing Peter Parker suddenly.
I think I should make a thumbnail that,
Of what?
yeah, that I am just doing that objection.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. The call record, okay. Let's take a look. I'll just press the R1 button here.
You already know that?
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Electrics. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? You ever notice this guy never looks older or younger in any of these games?
Yeah, that's the weird part. He never looks older. Never.
He
I mean,
uses
this is in the past, but yeah.
he uses special cream for it. And maybe he has a lot of twin brothers. He cloned himself.
Ikabokum.
Oh.
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, your... Yes. Sorry, couldn't help but add a little bit more.
You make him look younger.
But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What? Stat?
Actually, not that.
His hair got loose. Look at it. His hair has been on the sideways instead of the top.
Yep.
Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood?
Do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry.
She did it again.
You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
Yeah, with that hair of yours, oh my god. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
He's a smooth operator.
He doesn't get the smoothie.
They don't call him. They
Wrong
don't
voice,
call
bro.
him yeah, sorry. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant?
Yeah, she has something to do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would be her, I reckon.
Yeah, when that guy that was murdered said about to Wright that it was no good with talking or meeting up with her.
Yep.
That has something to do with that.
And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record.
Under
Find
your
the
mustache.
evidence you need, and then shove it into old Greybeard's face.
Yeah, under his mustache. Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well.
We already checked.
You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the R1 button, so be sure to go over it all.
Okay, let's see. Go ahead, Sira. These are your notes.
My superior and head of Groesbeck Law Offices. My client, a third-year art student in Ivy University. He currently has a cold. The victim. He was a fourth-year criminology student at Ivy University. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Dog Swallow up until 8 months ago. The prosecutor for this trial, the Virgin lawyer with a little too much confidence. Bleh. So this girlfriend, the girlfriend was actually in relationship with this boy. So maybe she's part toxic.
Probably.
Maybe. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Am I right?
Dahlia Hartworn, age 20.
You are right.
Take that! The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Girlfriend.
But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
His laugh.
He's done it again.
Give me a moment, I need to get my drink.
Stealing my spotlight again. How dare he?
We object!
Under the spotlight, I will stand on the table and dance. This boy, Mr. Wright, Phoenix Wright, is innocent. The reason why is just
Yes, I tell you, I'm innocent. I did it. Do it.
Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Pay. Please call your first witness.
Why?
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yay, I have a stand! Finally! I had to be silent for so long. I want to talk.
Yeah, go ahead. You will come in.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay.
It's fine after all. Mr. Wright is innocent, right?
right.
This has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
A boy.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Yes. My name is Phoenix right? And my job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, I was a university student.
Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student.
But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. Sorry, bad cold. I tell you, I was.
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his call to the rest of us?
It's C. The witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Oh, I can find a testimony for once. Yay! That's new. I admit why I was there, but I'm not the killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to beginning with. I never even talked about his buck-up British wannabe.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim?
Right, like I said, I was not the killer.
Ew, it looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Damn it again.
Huh? Huh? Oh my god.
Oh, that's scary as shit.
It seems you forgot one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does that mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie and a contradiction?
This must be really early on in her life. If she doesn't know what any of this is. Wow.
Yep.
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye.
Well, keep in mind, it's her second trial. It is not her first. And her first was a kind of an failure, and...
Something bad happened, of course. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? The victim and I.
Okay, so it says you have to press on statement 4.
I was also feeling like I knew that one of the two were incorrect. 3 or 4.
Hold it! Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even?
But if it doesn't sound right, if you hardly knew him, then why would you say the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
Achoo!
well, Mr. Wright.
No, it wasn't me. I'm not the killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well.
I wanna be British.
Good one. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on his back of his shirt.
Union Jack.
Union,
What?
yeah, Union Jack, Union Jack.
Union.
Well, tell me, bro.
Alright, so, according to this, you have to go to your court records and you check the crime photo, and you present the crime photo.
Objection. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Hey, I'm sure it was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor. Please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute! He was wearing a leather jacket. Oh yeah, the Union Jack was on in the back of his T-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You had no idea it was Ollie wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
Please forgive me! Wah!
Please forgive me, he said.
Mia, client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Oh my god. Huh?
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but
What's the medicine that you took? An over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X.
yeah, that's right. It kills gold. It kills gold. Gold's good. Hey, wait a second. How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it? Doesn't even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
What's this? In the victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X.
Jackson. Yes, but even I got a bottle of cold killer eggs in my apartment.
Out there is his again.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of cold killer eggs belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
Oh, great.
Oh, yippity poopy. What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swirl must have picked up the bottle of medicine. Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
So much to it was added in the court record.
And cold alert.
Also, the cold killer eggs.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Damn.
Damn.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
Do I?
Is this really bad?
How bad is bad?
Oh, my buttocks! My poor hemorrhoids!
Oh, there it goes. Oh,
What really happened?
I'm being testimonied again. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in a paramedic depot where we got agreed on to meeting at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 we split up. Then later, when I came back, I found him lying there. Been taking call for the last 2 or 3 days. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime of that day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Gah.
Sorry.
You need to come call a killer accident, buddy. So I can help it.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
Well, probably I did tell some lies again.
Lying boys get flags away.
Go ahead, Bo.
Alright, so according to this, we have to press on the second statement.
Hold it. What is it, Mr. Swallow, who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve paramedicals. Everyone called him the Academy of IVU.
Alchemist.
An alchemist, I see.
We're not playing for Metal Alto. You know what I mean.
Alchemist.
Thank you. It's only bending the rules of the world. I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. But he had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on a high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details?
Alright, you wanted to click on the second one, bro?
Got it.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the logicy department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much though.
But earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines for high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use a non-standard voltage, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables?
Yeah, there's where electricity bills set up all around the building. High voltage cable run overhead, around the roof.
Wendy, I think we're going somewhere.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we need
Press
to
percent.
press on the we need to press on the sixth statement, the last one.
This one?
No, the very last one, bro.
This one?
There you go. That's the one.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be so sure, to be sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Okay. I might. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. And mini omelets are magically delicious.
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw?
I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting somebody of the sudden. What was that, sir?
Oh my god. She's a little mini for karma.
Just randomly punch someone. I think that's enough for now. So, the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
Well, what do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Okay. I had to check something.
Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this metal thing smelling like a rose.
Okay, so you want to establish the murder.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that we are to piece together everything we heard up until now. We should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Ah, of course I know that. Actually, I had today forgotten all about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
Tell me, bro.
Okay, so you present the first crime photo.
Got it.
Take that. As for the cause of death, I say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here.
It does.
I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
The cable itself.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A served electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we heard? The machines of the paramology students use their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there is a special high voltage cable strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes. Yes. The high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
You!
That much is certainly true.
You cannot even reach it. How does this even possible?
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof.
How do you want to touch a high voltage cable with just your bare hands? You get electrocuted for no shit reason.
You need special rubber hands for it, and you need a ladder if you want to reach it. And if you need to cut the cable, it must be a special tool. Because I've seen in my college photos when somebody was trying to cut up a let me see, what was it? A copper cable, and was electrocuted, and it was full of individuals. You know?
Yeah, it's spiky hair all of a sudden.
So it was extremely deadly.
Ooh, that's not good.
He was cold.
Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
Yeah, I was like thinking as a cartoony way, like he had suddenly spiky hair, so that was my fault. Pardon me for my interruption.
Sorry.
You do?
Great.
Well, what is it?
Okay.
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo.
You're a crime.
As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean?
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Order! 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 That's enough! I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Crossbarrack.
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Hold it!
Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Sira?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright?
Yeah.
You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
And look at that pose! It's our pose!
Wait. No, do not anything. I'm going to make a screenshot out of it, so...
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Got it. Okay, let me see.
But I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'll be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your eternity. You can trust me.
Miss Faye?
No matter what it is you have to say. I believe in you, and I will represent you to the very end.
Objection. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute!
Mr. Wright.
I tell you what really happened.
And I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further.
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It was my fault. My fault that dog swallowed his death.
Girl,
Hey,
you shouldn't
none
say
of your
anything.
business.
I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying!
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Oh, even he!
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid if I told the truth, everyone would think I was a murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please, please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I will tell the whole truth. It will be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
Ugh. My hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
Do the Harlem Shake! Woohoo!
What years is space in? Because, like, the Harlem Shake came out, I think, when I was a teenager.
When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At the moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. I went back and he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
Yeah, he died from the shock of your floppy hair above.
Because that was quite the shocker.
Yeah, that one shocked me too.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling.
Wait, rain, lightning, rain, lightning. They collide. Uh-oh.
Right from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electric cables nearby. If there had been something like that, I would have noticed it.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. That's true. Even a doofus like him could have missed that.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts,
Oh, but the contrary, Mr. Judge. There will be new facts.
Sorry, Judge. I know you simply miss your hat already because, well, you look like a dwarf that I watched during my childhood.
I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Clear on you, sir. Yes, Your Honor. Give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. When I push the victim.
Well, tell me, bro. Hey, man.
Alright, so you press on the third statement.
2 and 3. Hold it. A loud noise. What would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. It was really loud. It was like snap. You know, something come to think of it. I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
Objection. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
Hey, man.
Ask more details.
Details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it have been?
Yes, could have been it. Hurry up and tell us!
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and broke it. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and fragile, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of an umbrella. I was totally shook to the bone.
Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well,
It is definitely important, yes.
this is it, Mia. The new information you would be waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's fertile. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell on top of his cheap umbrella. Okay. Let me know, bro.
Sorry. Okay, so you need to present the first crime photo on that statement that you have there.
First crime photo? Check.
Reaction. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I had mentioned that.
I would have been able to counter the prosecutor's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
That I pull off your upper here. Take another look at the crime scene photo. Umbrella.
According
to Miss White, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near to the victim actually. It's by the electrical cable.
You're absolutely right.
My conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell, in other words. After he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Sala was still alive.
Oh dear.
He said that the prosecutor said like no in a weird dramatic way, bro.
I missed that. It went by so quickly.
I glimpsed it.
Okay. Do you want me to do it or just continue?
If you want, just saying if you want it.
No, we'll just continue.
Okay.
Order! 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 The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
In my
Well, it was taken by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
hear that? You hear that? Okay, you hear that? Doofus? I want that umbrella and the evidence part.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
And there we probably have our answer. If we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, get the one to blame.
What if the umbrella hooked on the electric cable, and because of the wind, chop?
It's possible.
No, something else happened.
Can also be. We will see in the end.
I don't think you like that has happened, Daddy. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There is simply no way it could have been blown by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial. But, as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe.
Thanks, Mega Man.
That a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Oh yeah.
This is right.
Well done, Mia.
Oh, you saw that back up quickly.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Chocolate like a little schoolgirl.
It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
Are we doing a miss for karma?
Boy.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
Molly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
No, she was in the canteen somewhere, I think.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
April 11th, 11:42 a.m. Discord Lord Defendant Lobby number 3.
Yes, Faye, I'm sorry what happened back there.
It's alright, at least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
My boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But but the next witness is my dolly, right? She will say me. I know she will.
What do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I was studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. One day she just bumped in. I bumped in each other reading room downstairs.
Yeah.
That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I set my eyes on her, I know she was the one for me. Here, have a look at this. She gave this me to the day of we met, symbol of our love. She has been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, and before gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this."
It's a woman's necklace. Looks like the kiss of death. By meaning, I saw a necklace similar like this on sale right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, she gave it to you as a present, I see.
My darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. I'm sorry, there's a little bottle. It's a little bottle, alright.
It's a little bottle, right?
Yeah.
That was my line.
Oh, sorry. You can take mine if you want.
It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet.
You guys see what's happened? Like, I cannot believe it took me this long to realize this, but the roles have swapped. So instead of it being Phoenix as the main investigator / lawyer,
I miss
it's Mia, right?
Yeah.
Mia.
In the case of Phoenix, he's replacing Larry Butts.
Yep.
Think about it. He in this story, he is actually replacing Larry Butts.
In a certain way, yeah. I wanted to share my happiness with the whole world.
Dahlia's present powered by Phoenix Wright. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she was so shy. Every time I see her, she was always saying the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Uh-huh.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August the 27th, would it?
Huh? Yeah, it was. How do you know? Yeah.
This happened on August the 7th, 20, right here in this courthouse.
What is this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that.
Dot, dot, dot.
Hmm? Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
Newspaper clipping adding to the court record. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Crossbear. I need to finish this myself.
Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
You.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess Sira seemed longer than 20 minutes, so.
To be
Really?
continued. Next time on Dragonoid C.
Connect C. Connect Gang C.
You can kind of say that. Let's put it in that one. Just in case it goes bad. There we go. So guys, this is sadly it where we're going to end off the curtains for now. If you like the content so far, make sure to hit that sexy free follow button here on YouTube. You will be seeing next week some more of this amazing gameplay, unless our schedules get a little bit intertwined, but let's hope for them or not. If you want to go to my Twitch page, you can go there by going to twitch.tv/MegaDragonoid, where I'll be putting down my streams. You can also follow me there as well. You can also subscribe to get unlockables to emotes. You can also go to tv.com/MegaDragonoid, where I'll be putting down my art. And if the others want to do theirs, they can go ahead.
Sira, you can go first if you like.
Want to go to YouTube on my account where I'm putting Balan Wonderworld for the third episode. You just go to Princess Sira. For art, I recently active on Affinity and Ink Bunny with the name Sira the Hedgehog. But if you want to go inside on DeviantArt, you should search for Sira the Hedgehog.
And there you go.
And if you want to look for my stuff, my YouTube is Just Parry's Man, my Twitch is Just Parry's Miner, and my DeviantArt is Dr. Chester the First.
And there you go, guys. That's all the information you need. I wish you all a good day, a good week, and peace, my Dragonites. Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.